Hi, and welcome back to the couch for a story. I hope that you're practicing all of the I love you rituals that we've done while we've been making videos and virtually learning online. There's so many. So, what I'll do is, I think this week will be the last one with Row, Row, Row Your Boat. And next week, I'll post a video with all of the I love you rituals that we've done so far so that you can continue to do them over the summer with your family. But if you watch the video that I posted on our app before this video, because oops, I forgot to post yesterday, then you will have heard that the book that I read, Giggle Giggle Quack by Doreen Cronin and Betsy Lewin, also has another book which is just as cute and funny and mischievous with animals called Click Clack Moo Cows That Type. Typing is what you do on the computer or even kind of into the phone. You type into the phone. So Click Clack Moo, Cows That Type by Doreen Cronin and illustrated by Betsy Lewin. And authors write the words and illustrators draw the pictures. Farmer Brown has a problem. His cows like to type. All day long he hears click clack moo, click clack moo, clickety clack moo. At first he couldn't believe his ears. Cows that type? Impossible. Click clack moo, click clack moo, clickety clack moo. Could you imagine seeing a cow typing on a computer? Then he couldn't believe his eyes. Dear Farmer Brown, the barn is very cold at night. We'd like some electric blankets. Sincerely, the cows. And an electric blanket is a blanket that can heat up. You have to plug it into an outlet in the wall, and then it gets warm. It was bad enough the cows had found the old typewriter in the barn. A typewriter is how we used to type before we had computers. Now they wanted electric blankets? No way, said Farmer Brown. No electric blankets. So the cows went on strike. They left a note on the barn door. Sorry, we're closed. No milk today. No milk today, cried Farmer Brown. In the background, he heard the cows busy at work. Click, clack, moo, click, clack, moo, clickety, clack, moo. The next day he got another note. Dear Farmer Brown, the hens are cold too. They'd like electric blankets. Sincerely, the cows. The cows were growing impatient with the farmer. They left a new note on the barn door. Closed. No milk. No eggs. No eggs, cried Farmer Brown. In the background he heard click, clack, moo, click, clack, moo, clickety, clack, moo. So now the hens won't give eggs and the cows won't give milk until they get electric blankets because the barn is closed. Cows that type, hens on strike. Who ever heard of such a thing? How can I run a farm with no milk and no eggs? Farmer Brown was furious. Farmer Brown got out his own typewriter. Dear cows and hens, there will be no electric blankets. You are cows and hens. I demand milk and eggs. Sincerely, Farmer Brown. Duck, you remember Duck from the last story, was a neutral party. So he brought an ultimatum to the cows. He brought the ultimatum to the cows. So Duck doesn't really care about milk or eggs or blankets. So he's sort of in between. So he's taking the note from Farmer Brown to the ducks, to the cows, and to the hens. The cows held an emergency meeting. All the animals gathered around to snoop, but none of them could understand moo. All night long, Farmer Brown waited for an answer. Duck knocked on the door early the next morning. He handed Farmer Brown a note. Dear Farmer Brown, we will exchange our typewriter for electric blankets. Leave them outside the barn door and we will send Duck over with the typewriter. Sincerely, the cows. Farmer Brown decided this was a good deal. He left the blankets next to the barn door and waited for Duck to come with the typewriter. The next morning, Farmer Brown got a note. Dear Farmer Brown, the pond is quite boring. We'd like a diving board. Sincerely, Ducks. Click, clack, quack. Click, clack, quack. Clickety, clack, quack. What did Duck do? Duck was supposed to bring the typewriter to Farmer Brown. Click, clack, moo, cows that type. I hope you enjoyed both of those stories by Doreen, Cronin, and Betsy, Lewin. I think their pictures are wonderful, and I think their stories are just silly and creative. Who would ever think that animals would be writing notes? I wish you well, all through the day today. I wish you well. Bye, friends.